Askren and Paul, is this fight turning out to be a lot bigger than we thought it was going to be? It certainly is blowing in that direction. And I got to give the promotion a lot of credit too. I mean, they're putting out some great videos. Ben Askren just had one that did 2.3 million views on social media. And it was a parody piece of Askren training Rocky style. Like they took clips from the movie Rocky, redid it with Askren. It was awesome. It was extremely well done. And I think it succeeded at a much further level than anybody had anticipated. I mean, 2.3 million. That was as of this morning. Before I came over, 2.3 million on social media for a clip done about a wrestler taking on a YouTuber. Come on. They're doing some stuff right. They had the press conference. Jake Paul looked like a fool. That's not his fault. That's truly not his fault. He's half doing a character and a gimmick up there. And he's also out of his element in that there wasn't a script handed to him. He had to be on his feet. It's just not what he does. It's just not what he does. And he sat up there and tried to hold his own. He tried to be entertaining. Ultimately, he got pie-faced and didn't know how to respond. I saw a lot made of him getting the pie. You guys, the pie face. Askren comes up, puts his palm in his face, pushes him away. Paul didn't know what to do and ultimately pushed Ben in the back, and Ben just walked away. It was one of these things, but a lot has been made of it. All the way down to Daniel Cormier, who waited on it and said, okay, now I know. I'm all in. Askren's going to whip him. After I saw the pie face, I know how this fight's going to go. I didn't really get that from there. I didn't really think that Paul was out of his element, and he was trying, which, by the way, is his entire boxing career, which, by the way, is a very cool thing. It's a very cool thing. The guy is taking a risk, and he's showing a level of courage. I don't know how him getting pie-faced by Ben Askren means Ben's going to whip him. I don't know what I'm possibly missing in that. I do believe Ben is going to whip him because Ben is going out there to compete. Paul's coming to box. This is a competition. It's not a boxing match. I think that this is pretty obvious and simple. I'm only sharing for you what fun we're having. We're having a lot of fun in this new boxing era and bringing guys in, right? Bringing guys back in, whether it's Mike Tyson, whether it's De La Hoya. That's how it used to be. And people are acting as though this is a new phenomenon. It's not a new phenomenon. MMA stopped doing it. Hey, we don't want guys over this age. It's one of those things, and society got behind it, backed it up pretty quick. You're going to start seeing MMA guys able to come back. The question is, can they come back now, or do they have to wait 5 years? Is there something nostalgic and you got to put more time between it? I don't know the answer to that. I don't even know how much I love it. I'm just observing that it's happening. And a YouTuber versus a wrestler, right? I mean, for now's time, it's very appropriate. It's very in line. It's very on brand with the way boxing's going. And frankly, boxing's got nothing else. What boxing match do you want to see? What real boxing match do you want to see? And I know you have an answer, but you only have one. Now you want to see Fury and Joshua. And that's what boxing gives us. One time a year, you get a fight. In a real lucky year, you'll get two. And it's boxing's failure over time. And the first thing that boxing made a mistake on is they never made it acceptable to lose. Boxing made it unacceptable to lose. If you had 6 losses in boxing, you're a bum. If you got 10 boxing losses, you could hardly get a license, let alone a promoter that's going to sign you. They never made it acceptable to have losses. So you have a fake competition with no architecture. You'll have guys out there, heavyweights right now, 30-0. You guys haven't heard of them, but you will. They'll bring them into a main event, put that 30-0 on a poster. That's all it takes to sell. Boom. Off you go. That's a mistake. That's not a long-term play. That's not sustainable. But that is where boxing's at.